Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you for all of your support, all of your likes, all of your shares, all of your comments. If you are interested in a private reading, please just click on my website. I do have it linked below in the description bar. Lastly, I am on social media, so I am now on Facebook. If you're interested in liking my page on Facebook, please do. I am also on Instagram, and if you are interested in receiving a daily Oracle guidance message, I do draw and upload a daily Oracle guidance card every single day to my Instagram account. So if you're interested in that, then please head over and follow me on Instagram. Oh, and one last thing, for these general tarot forecasts, you should always be sure to watch not only your sun sign, but also your moon sign and your rising sign. If you happen to not know what your moon or rising sign are, I do have linked in the description bar below a website that actually can calculate that for you for free. So I wish you all a wonderful week. Just stay tuned for the reading. Hi Capricorn, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of July 11th through the 17th. This is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising signs. All right, Capricorn, at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Tower, okay? So the Tower, for some of you, is representing a home, a piece of property that's significant, a piece of real estate that's significant. And then for others, this can be that very unexpected energy, that very sudden energy coming through this week. The overall energy, Capricorn, for the whole week is the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is that nostalgic energy. This can be you reminiscing a lot, you thinking about your past, thinking about a particular person or situation from your past. Maybe it's a situation that needs closure. Maybe for some Capricorns, this is a person from your past that's reaching out to you unexpectedly with that Tower energy. And I'm just going to jump to right over here because we have the Eight of Wands here, which certainly can represent that very sudden energy, but it also represents communication. You can see here, this man is receiving a letter from a bird and he looks quite surprised. It's very positive, but he's just kind of shocked because he wasn't expecting it. He's a little surprised. And then we do have the Page of Cups here on the side. So for some Capricorns, this is news or communication coming through quite suddenly. And I feel like for many of you, it certainly can be someone from your past with the Six of Cups. For some of you, it's you know, a friend from your past. For others, certainly this can be like an ex. The Eight of Wands can represent a lot of communication going back and forth, but also it does represent that forward movement, things happening quickly. Yeah, things happening suddenly. I do have the Hanged Man underneath the Eight of Wands, and this can represent that period of suspense, that waiting period, feeling as though you're in limbo with something. Because I have the Three of Wands right next to the Hanged Man, for some of you, you're waiting for your ships to come in. For others, you're waiting to get something started. The Three of Wands represents things taking root, things, you know, getting started, that expansion, that growth, that progress. So this is what you're waiting on. You're waiting for your ships to come in, or you're waiting for something to get started. But you are receiving that unexpected communication. So certainly it can be in regards to this, Capricorn. I also do have the Hierophant here, which, you know, the Hierophant can represent the company that you work for, also the government. The Hierophant can represent marriage or committed partnerships. And because I have the Moon sitting on the side of the Hierophant. The moon can represent the unknown. The moon can represent that very confused, foggy energy. A lot of times when things are up in the air and the future is not known yet, this energy will come in, and it's what I call that very confusing, foggy energy. It also can bring with it, you know, a high sensitivity, you know, an emotional sensitivity, but also a lot of fear-based energies, worrying unnecessarily, insecurity, doubt, worry. So for some of you, you know, you might be worrying in regards to, you know, maybe this is a relationship situation, maybe this is, you know, something to do with your marriage, or something to do with the government or the company that you work for. The Hierophant can also represent very important documents, paperwork. So for some of you, maybe there's a situation dealing with a lot of paperwork. This could certainly have something to do with the home, and maybe it's a little confusing. But for other Capricorns with this moon here, this is you definitely needing to trust your intuition this week. I feel like your intuition is going to be incredibly strong this week. I can see that whatever this is for you, it might be a little bit stressful with the Ten of Wands, but this is a temporary energy. So with the Ten of Wands, something could be weighing you down, something could be burdening you or stressing you out, but just know that it is only a temporary energy, and it is going to be ending soon. The Hanged Man is also a temporary energy, so just know that changes are coming in. I do see you moving away from this Ten of Wands. I have the Knight of Wands here, which is another fast-paced, hasty energy. This is you, Capricorn, being incredibly ambitious, fiery, passionate, and wanting to charge away from this, which I feel like you're going to. Things might be hidden right now with the moon. There could be some things left in the dark. But communication, I feel like for many of you, is coming in, and it's coming in quite unexpectedly for some of you. And I feel like the majority of you, this is very positive. You need to have faith. You need to have faith in regards to you being able to charge forward or move forward. The Knight of Wands can also come up when someone is moving to a new home, and with that Tower, this could certainly be, for some Capricorns, you waiting on that documentation or waiting on a decision, perhaps, in regards to you being able to move to a new home, waiting on that communication. Yeah, but this energy is temporary. It will pass. So try not to worry. If you do find yourself worrying this week, just know it is because of this energy. So it's really unnecessary. So just try to remain positive. Keep the faith. Yeah, and expect communication. Communication is coming through, that's for sure, for many Capricorns this week. And I feel like it's incredibly positive. For some of you, it certainly can be, you know, like an ex-lover contacting you. Let me see. Financially, I don't think it's going to be a bad week. I don't have any Pentacles cards here. But just the overall sense that I'm getting, I don't feel like it's a bad week financially. I feel like it's a great week to be creative and to plan for your future. All right, some additional guidance for Capricorn. What else does Capricorn need to know? Yeah, for some other Capricorns, you might need to take a step back. With the Hanged Man, sometimes this energy can come in because, you know, there's something that we're missing. So for some Capricorns, maybe you need to take a step back and look at the larger picture, because there certainly could be something that you're missing, or maybe there is the need for a fresh perspective. So definitely take some alone time, take some time for yourself, take that step back, because for some of you, there certainly could be something that you're missing, and it actually might be, you know, quite helpful for you. All right, some additional guidance for Capricorn. All right, so I have one card that flipped over. That's the one I want. But emotionally, I think it's going to be a great week. I think that for many of you, you're highly sensitive this week with the moon. All right, so we have Oceana. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Very nice, Capricorn. So for those of you who find yourself in a situation, maybe, you know, you don't know what to do. This could be your energy kind of taking a step back. Spirit is telling you to take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Listen to your intuition as well. Take that step back, Capricorn. Look at the larger picture and just, you know, get a different perspective overall. I feel like it can actually be very helpful for you, but I do see you taking action, moving forward. And I think that for many of you, this is something that you're passionate about. That's exactly what you want. So I do hope that you enjoyed this reading, Capricorn, and I hope you have a great week. Take care.